What's up, world? What's going on, fam? I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes, man. I ain't at the house, so I don't have my intro. But something was on my mind, man. I thought I conversate about it, man, to get my Friday really jumped off, or should I say finished. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this finished. Since everybody's talking, allow more people to try to come in. If everybody, I know people getting off work, but you can always backtrack and listen to the conversation, man, and just hit that like and subscribe button, and then start dropping some comments if you want me to elaborate on some things, man, because I know a lot of people can't catch this time. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with some timing, but I'm a working man, so at the end of the day, it'll be after I get off work, man, or I might take off or something. Never know, man. For all I want to know how everybody day going, man. They're gonna get to the chase of things. It's crazy out here, man. It's always been crazy though. It's amazing how it can be crazy, but we still make it. So does that make us crazy? We'll have a good conversation today. I ain't gonna keep you long. I just want to chop up something. Yeah. Appreciate you joining, Nanny Pooh. I'm gonna do this spiel and hit that like button as y'all come in, man. I definitely gonna have a little conversation for you, some gems for you for your Friday, or should I say your weekend going in. Uh One thing I want to do, that's that 2 minutes right there. One thing I want to say, man, thank y'all for coming to the chat. Thank everybody for, you know, showing homage to the channel, liking, subscribe, passing it on. I appreciate everybody, all the fam, all the fam. You come over here and show support and be respectful. This is grown folks. You know what I'm saying? So I said that to say this. I think a lot of people that lost their rabbit ass mind. And the only reason I say that, man, because they see somebody get up out of a situation, the big house, and you learn from your ways as a little man. However your family used to call you little man, say, man, bring your little peanut butter over here or whatever nicknames, Pookie, Ray, whatever the fact. And you go into that situation being locked up, and you come out as a man. There's no way you can go get locked up and come out the same way. It don't even add up. It don't even add up. Uh, but one thing I do know, it's a lot of pretenders out there. And these pretenders are slowing our community down because they wasn't able to do what they had to do to keep it 100 in there. So they come out trying to, you got the people sit around the day room and just listen to everybody's story. Yeah, it's a bunch of them. Uh, and you have those who ride. You know what I'm saying? That's how they did their time. And it's killing them when they get out in society. They got to prove to their family they was about that life. But it don't even matter as long as you carry yourself the right way. You learned your lesson, right? So I never called out who I seen in there doing whatever, man. That's like Vegas. What goes in there, what goes on in there, stay in there. But until you start seeing these clowns out here misguiding this youth and trying to make them crash out because they didn't have the heart to do so themselves when they was their age. Youngsters, one thing I want to say, y'all pay attention to these clowns. It's a bunch of clowns. That's why hip hop is going the way it is. Everybody thinking about drilling instead of fighting. And then when the dudes think about fighting, like that stuff happened in Chicago, old boy was putting the hands on that youngster. And then he let him up because he didn't want to beat him up like that. He was just talking to him, teaching him a lesson. I don't even know the situation, what happened. And then what he do? He let the youngster make it and get up and get popped in the back. That's crazy, right? But y'all call that y'all today's gangsters. It's nothing gangster when you talk all that talk. See, that's the thing with us growing up. I'm talking about the 90 babies. I'm talking about the 70 babies, and we came really hard up in the late 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying? We started catching our beard and whatever the fact, because we was reckless. But one thing I can say about where I'm from, Austin, Texas, man, we got our box on. It's many times, just a couple of times, really, not many times. But if you get caught without that blinky, you in the club, you gonna have to put them hands on. You know what I'm saying? Because it shows a man's heart and it shows a man's character. Don't let this old drill music. Black folks don't do no drilling. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all killing the same brother that you might need to be on your side when the shit hit the fan. And it's finna hit the fan. We need to stop playing like we don't see what's going on in society. I don't even know why a lot of youngsters and old fools are still pushing these youngsters. Man, you need to cut the I ain't when you are who you are. I would say cut the news on and find out what's going on really in the world. Check the web, whatever the fact, man. We need to put down our guns. I bet this is one thing I say. If we stop killing each other, guess what the world gonna do? It's gonna pause for a minute. Oh shoot, black folks ain't acting like niggas. Which nigga to me was stupid, right? Definition. You know what I'm saying? I know they try to take our word and they put it out in the dictionary to make it seem like nobody understand what the word nigga is, right? Man, that used to be one of those things back in the day when we say nigga, it was like, that's my nigga right there. That's my roadie right there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to the meaning in our culture. That's what, and then you know, it kind of fell off when the real G's got locked up because we used to put a tag on that. If you wasn't our color, you couldn't say that word. Well, you get your head knocked off. You know what I'm saying? I get out of a situation like vacation. I call my stint a vacation because I didn't have to deal with all this bull crap out here, man. This world then fell off. You know what I'm saying? With wanksters or the new G's. And these youngsters are really ready to ride for the wanksters. That's retarded. That means you're a crash dummy. I know y'all talk about the crash dummies all the time. But I just want to tell a lot of people, man, say, at the end of the day, man, youngsters, y'all got to pay attention to these niggas out here, man. I heard before, and it's just a constant thing going in our community. All skin folks ain't kin folks, man. And then at the end of the day, just to stack some more crap on more crap, just because they look like they ain't from the same tribe. Find out, like Charleston said, he said, I ain't riding the boy coattail, but through all the shenanigans, he talked some real stuff. Why is that, y'all? Can y'all ask yourself, why do Charleston talk like that? Why do Dewberry talk like that? Why do Neighborhood Real talk like that? And then we got these youngsters that's really trying to pay attention, and you got clowns with the silly games, knowing we run out of time. Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't know we was running out of time because they not paying attention to life. They still living in the past of a life they didn't have. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call it what it is, man. I want real individuals, real black men, real whatever ethnic group you in, but I'm really directing this to my people because at the end of the day, I'm expecting our people to fight together, stand up together. Hold on. Yeah, man. Like I was saying, it's a bunch of clowns out here. And these youngsters are falling for these guys that got out, quote unquote, before real individuals got out. We wasn't in there doing no trade, and everything is already stamped, man. You can't lie about your past. You know what I'm saying? If you're an old school cat, you wasn't even about that life. You can't lie about your past. You can crack all the jokes. This ain't no time to be roasting and cracking jokes. You supposed to be waking the youth up, right? You supposed to be waking the youth up, but you still got the silly games. So you're lame, regardless of what your crowd talking about, and your whole crowd follows. That shows me what kind of individuals these individuals is. I'm not talking, man. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Coco. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I tried to let you make it, man. And for record, I ain't never had AIDS, partner, and I never worked at a mechanic shop. Get your education up. It seems like you jumping from house to house. That's what I do know. You know what I'm saying? And then those that's around you say, man, it's sad to say, A lot of people fell victim for that bullshit, and it's hard for them to face it. Damn, I've been fucking this Mark. I've been fucking with this Lane. No, man. That live and learn. Every lesson is supposed to be taught. It's a blessing or a lesson. So what is it for y'all? Y'all gonna still be following this goofy? That's fine. But I'm talking about not just your channel, but I just want to elaborate on that. The first thing you try to do is demean your people. I think you still are people. I see everything else just don't look right. I'm just saying. Everything else don't look right, but you talk so bad about the brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we did a bid, and y'all talk about y'all don't want to hear prison stories. It's crazy because y'all don't want to hear the prison stories because the youngsters going down the same road we did. That's the only thing we trying to do is elaborate, right? Elaborate on our struggle and our past. Hopefully that them dummies or them young people ain't got a father figure can listen to this. Nobody's perfect. Everybody can get directed to be more positive and watch their moves and watch their actions. So I ain't gonna even pay that no mind, man. Man, it's sad because at the end of the day, we in trials and tribulations right now as a culture. We genocide. There's nothing cool about being a banker. That's what I did when I was younger, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did when I was younger. But hey, man, I ain't never, man. Hey, whoo, life is what it is. And I just came on real quick to say this. Man, we blessed to go through our situation, come back out, and be able to talk about it and be productive. That's all we trying to do is be productive in our community. And haters, man, I ain't never seen so many black haters ever in my life. And then it makes you kind of tired and drains your energy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you fighting with your own people. While them other people are prospering. Real talk, I ain't never been a prejudiced individual. But you got Chinatown, you got Little Mexico. Where is our culture at? You know what I'm saying? Where is our culture stores for a lot of people just to tap it in? What's up, Cross, man? Yeah, man, I'm just getting this off my chest because I think it's a lot of people got passes, and if real individuals don't stand up and keep co-signing, I don't want that back and forth. I'm not worried about the back and forth. That's childish, man. You know what I'm saying? I did that in elementary. We didn't play that in junior high. We was fighting in junior high. So everything he talking about, or everything these busters and lanes want to act like they 100, it shows in your character, man. I tried to give you a warning before I go to. It ain't even called roasting. It's called checking, nigga. I tried to give you a warning. You don't want to see an individual like me or any of my homies, man. And that's not a threat, homie. That's like if you ever get out of line, you already know what's happening, man. So why you playing with yourself? And at the end of the day, I'm gonna reverse this. You must got the AIDS. If them words can come out your mouth so quick and fast, and it's just straight up who you are as a person, you the person with the problem. You the person want to dress like a drag queen. Ain't nothing against they culture, but embrace it. You need to embrace that, man. You need to embrace all the bullshit you put on your channel. And I didn't even make this live to get on your ass, but it's just so much that a lot of people are just allowing to happen. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. You mess with them youngsters. So you ask yourself, if you went to prison and you was in a trade, why you come out here acting like you packed that K all day? Or you was this big old Willie? Man, look, man, it's rules that you break every goddamn day while you sit at your motherfucking camera and look like a fool. You look like a fool, and you try to cut out real conversation and overtalk everybody. Hey, man, I'm going to leave them clowns over there, man. I ain't worried about waking them up, because if you can't see a real nigga, you deserve to be with the clown festival. You know what I'm saying? You deserve. And it just shows the characteristics of the individuals that follow you. They off. Mentally. They off. Man, facts. Facts. What's up, man? Everybody that join, man. I'm just letting it out before everybody start living their adult life. If they want to go have a beverage and Papacitos, or if they want to go to a hookah lounge, grown folks shit. This internet is just part-time, man. You know what I'm saying? Just try to wake the youngsters up and the old fools. You know what I'm saying? The old fools. It's a bunch of them out there. And at the end of the day, if they're not seeing exactly what the world is, what's going on, I'm saying what's going on in the next 5 months. Do you got your canned goods? So you want to, and let me break it down like this. You want to be the man, right? You want to be the man of your household. What household you in? You jumping everywhere. You jumping everywhere. And it's very suspect. Real G's understand that, man. You got a lot going on. Get your life together. And I'm done with that nobody. So on the topic of, man, do y'all see what's going on in this world? Do y'all see what's going on? We don't even have time for that clown. I don't think nobody like going to the circus. This boy is a straight up clown. And I stopped going to the circus when my kids got old enough to understand, man, that's all control. I did it for the simple fact my kids want to see elephants. You know what I'm saying? They want to see tigers, and man, I'm not in the that country where I can see it. So I went to the goddamn circus to see that shit, or the zoo. You know what I'm saying? But real life stuff that's going on, I'm gonna tell you this. Everything is coming to a head. And I keep saying this, and it seems like a lot of people didn't chime in what I was saying when I say, hey man, do you know it's sad, but every election, it's a mass shooting going on? You can go a whole year and a half, real talk. This ain't coincidence. These people are devils. I'm going to call it. These people are devils. They don't give a damn about us. They play on our emotions and feelings, man. So my thing to the, I'm going to say it like this, man. Hoe ass motherfuckers that's playing them silly games, acting like we pawns in this game, killing them kids to push an agenda. Oh, shit. Y'all see Beto? Beto, he ran up to Greg Abbott. Talking about, it's your fault, man. If you don't sit your, I'm going to take all your AR-15s. Oh, come on, man. We see your game. We see your game, partner. Real, we just haven't said nothing. Me personally, I haven't really said too much, but everybody in my family know how I feel, and my nephews know how I feel, and the only reason I keep them out of trouble, the way I be talking to them, man, on some real G shit, I say, man, I need all my little soldiers out here, man. Y'all stop killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Learn who to aim that gun at. If you feeling like your people, when you walk around them, is your enemy, you might be the enemy. You might be programmed to think that we look like the enemy. You don't see none of that stuff going on in the Chinese plazas. The Spanish, man, they take over. Let me tell you something. Nothing against the Spanish, but they work as a unit, okay? They work as a unit. Everybody don't have to be a honcho. They just get, man, I done seen 6 Spanish people staying like a 4-bedroom house. And all of them got nice cars, big trucks. All of them got big trucks, nice cars. Oh, shit, that's another plaza. Oh, they didn't open up a whole shopping center. Yeah, that's how they ride. While we sitting here thinking about it. Oh, how can we come together? Man, half of these goofies can't come together because they don't even understand themselves. Half of them can't come together because we don't even understand they don't even understand themselves, man. So we have a mental problem, but the whole world got the problem. You know what I'm saying? They just deal with it different. They know when to lend a hand. They know when to not worry about who's gonna be the first person to get notice for the plaza. It's a family, man. What happened to the black family?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, no, you're right, man. I mean, that's what I was just explaining to my kids. It's kind of hurtful, and sometimes it's like I tell people, it's the gift and the curse. That's the program we was taught. So the guys like ourselves that was in the streets that didn't want that, move our kids, and the same kids that they should be connecting with. Yeah. We want them to have better, but then they can't even self-identify. So they walk through trying to self-identify, and then it'd be the same kids that they got to go back to. They say, wait a minute, man, you know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing like us, or whatever the case may be. And it's a lot of times it'd be that, man. And, you know, again, shout out to all the parents and fallen victims, not only the kids, but also the week before then. You know, it's just ridiculous what they trying to do. And it's like, you know, again, not to say, it's a fear tactic. Some ain't going, some ain't right. Because again, at the end of the day, it's a lot of politics in it, and people ain't looking at it. And like I said, we was always taught, even in the streets, you want to know who making the money, go find where the money is at. It's wherever the money's at. It has nothing to do with what's going on. It's all about the money, and just like where they got the milk. They got the milk and they doing this and they freaking out. But we all know that when I was coming up, we weren't thinking about no powdered milk. We got it from our mom and them. So again, who are they targeting? Because that part right there, that's confusing. I mean, they running out of milk. You got people freaking out, but I don't know no people that I know freaking out because of the milk shortage.
And you know what, Cross? I think about this. This whole world fell for the okie doke, real talk, with the corona.
Correct.
Because we had more family function. Every time I see our people coming a little bit closer. Now, Chicago got another situation. And when I start talking about Chicago, I don't live down here, but damn, wasn't Obama down there? Ain't that where he was from with that district and the church that he was part? So why is that Chicago so toe up? And remember years ago, them guys said they was dropping crates of guns in the alleyways. Nobody
in the alleyways, yeah.
Nobody want to believe them.
No.
And then you want to cry years later why kids are watching their brothers or whatever, wherever this came from. Because Larry Hoover had that good. That's why they don't want to let him out. Real talk. They want to see that destroyed. Because that was a black Mecca.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to think. Oprah Winfrey would rather go to Africa and give those people some support money, because we've been supporting Oprah Winfrey since the color purple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're right. And I tell people this too, Slug. Sometimes it's just easy to just, the old saying, just be black and slow, right? So I tell people this. It's amazing how we have all these, they know that we come up with all these our own personal conspiracies. Why, right? But they say we equal, right? I ask everybody this: if we equal, why is everybody else protected except us? The only thing they did was get rid of a Willie Lynch or whatever but all that says, you just can't hang me, but you still can shoot me though. You see what I'm saying? There's no hate crime. If they wanted to pass laws and make us all equal, all they would have to do is pass a hate law towards blacks. So then that way, anybody that did something to us, they going to jail. But see, ain't it funny how people don't understand that, with the whole movement with the border, they got the solidarity and they got all this funding. So now what happens is when situations like this, it's very eerie to me that last week, because we ain't got a hate bill. Last week we had that problem, but this week, because they have the hate bill and solidarity like the Asians and everything else, this is in the forefront. Nobody interviewed that boy's mama 2 weeks ago. Why we ain't blaming that boy's mama? You know what I'm saying? So that's just, it's a lot of stuff that is not making sense, and people got to realize it has nothing to do with, you got to ask yourself, if we trying to be equal, all they would have to do, but they know that we would rather do everything else. But think about it: when the Asian crime hit, when the corona hit, the Asians were being attacked all in New York. What they do? They passed the bill.
But look, Krause, we've been getting attacked.
Yeah.
They look at us. Look, to be real talk, let me chime in. What's up, phone check, man? Thank you for joining the chat, man.
Salute, phone check.
I feel like they think we soft targets.
Yeah.
Just like the school, just like Sandy Hook, just like everybody else that you see police brutality going down in our community, they feel like we soft targets and we ain't got no rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, only thing a lot of blacks want to do is hold a picket sign. Tell some stores, right? They'll tell some stores, but that's just like somebody having an attitude. They worried about more of trying to get into the system and understand the system wasn't meant for us.
Correct.
Well, I'm
And
just
that's why,
trying to figure out some shit. Because
well,
at
and
the
that's,
end of the day, when I got this clown, we ain't gonna talk about his name. He does all this gay stuff, put stuff all on his platform. You're a grown man. Why you acting like that? Oh,
yeah,
you sold yourself for some likes? You sold yourself
yeah.
for some attention? Why do black men and black women demean themselves to be accepted by Hollywood, quote unquote, and they don't even like you?
Now they don't,
Only reason they're
yeah,
gonna put you on there if you go against the code.
that's right. And then you think about it. Here's the thing about this. If I always tell people, like, if they come up to you, someone come up to you and they want to talk to you and ask you about something, it's something they want. Because other
Yeah.
than that, why would they have to come talk to you? If they don't, if we looking at it like that, that's why I'm telling everybody, like, the simplest thing, we don't have to march. We don't have to, because the Asians didn't march. They didn't do none of that. You ain't hear nothing. All they did was they got the legislative together and passed and wrote a bill to say if you put your hands on them, you going to jail.
Okay,
Period.
look, check this out, Cross. Only reason they got power like that, right? See, that's behind the scenes. Like on YouTube, everybody talks off the phone, off the camera. So,
Correct.
like I was saying, from the Spanish to the Asians, they got plazas, they got businesses, they putting toward the system, right? And we, the goofies, keep walking in these establishments, buying the hair, buying the makeup, right? Oh man, that's some good old food, man. I got it. So they giving back. And sometimes money talk, bullshit walk, real talk. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
thinking that they got that without conversation or without money. No, they was able to put a bank up. But it's so crazy because we got all these black Hollywood celebrities, right? And they got the money. They've been blessed. We've been supporting them. So why, at the end of the day, you get one of these goofies in the White House from a Democrat to Republican, they'll do nothing but switch on
Yeah.
us.
That's it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They just switch. Yeah. They switch.
Yeah, they do nothing but switching. Like we're gonna keep falling for the anyway. I don't even believe in the system. I don't
No.
look, man. It ain't about this who's in office no more. Because I feel like this is how I feel. This is just my opinion. I voted for Obama. Why? I felt like he was same skin, right?
Right.
Because goddamn, is it possible? Is it possible? But then when he was in office, and I know a lot of old slaves don't want to hear it. The boy wasn't black, man, like us. He ain't
Nah, he
been through
want.
the
Yeah,
struggle.
he
You
want
better
no
know his
nigga.
history.
Yeah, he want.
And
Yeah, he want no nigga, dog. He want. You
no,
can't. You
because at
can't
the end
make
of the day,
them.
I want to ask everybody, what did he do for our community?
Right. He was the one. He was the one that stopped the whole HBCU where they had to do it. And when Trump came in, that people don't want to believe it. He the one told them, "Why y'all keep coming back here?" And he said, "Why not do it for 4 years?" And then when Biden got in there, now they have to go. That's why the HBCUs. You saw the news where the funding when them kids was graduating. Because again, at the end of the day, we're looking for. They know that we're looking for something. You know what I mean? Like, just like I posted on my Instagram about the Margaret's the Margaret, what's her name, Margaret Slatcher, where she was Margaret Slatcher with Slatcher or whatever was the one that created Parenthood. You know what I'm saying? That right there, she even said it. She said that she wanted to eliminate the blacks because at the end of the day, it's because they said we grow like weeds. Again, it doesn't make sense if somebody tells you, I'm gonna put you in a house, right? I'm gonna put you in, like they used to do back in the day, put you in a house. I'm gonna pay for you to stay in this house, but you ain't gonna pay full price. I'm paying half. You gonna pay half. But then the only thing is, I don't want to see the man in this house. If this man come in this house, I'm gonna cancel that. And the fear tactic is instead of the woman having the man around. Because again, that's where somewhere programmed we was learn to like distrust each other, right? Like the man and the woman in our culture distrust each other to believe somebody has the best interest just because they give you some money or give you something on the 1st and the 15th. They don't get the kids, and they give you something to say, but they don't get the kids. They don't get no kids the advice. They don't get the kids no toys. They don't take the kids to the doctor. You got to take them, and they're going to pay for it. But at the end of the day, everything is a write-off.
Yeah,
So they're
and
not
you know
paying
what?
for nothing.
You know what, man? A lot of people, they, depends on what they do with their life. So at the end of the day, as you get older, you're supposed to get wiser, right? You don't
Yeah.
supposed to get lazier. You're supposed to
No.
button down,
No.
right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, and shit, it's a survival tactics out there. It's survival mode. So if the government say, hey, we're gonna give you the stimulus check, right? I don't want nothing else from the goddamn government. And
No.
the government gave that to everybody. Now look at our gas prices. Now look at the food. Now look at
Mm-hmm.
look, if they can send millions of dollars across for a war and all these people losing their houses, let's talk about it. They losing their houses, losing their jobs, and they try to price gouge with the vehicles, with the houses. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta wake up. That's what I'm saying. I don't want nothing. I don't want no handout because it's coming back and they try to spank grown folks' ass. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's gonna be more
Yeah.
homeless people this year. Stock
Oh, without
market
a doubt.
crashing, and then a lot of people say, "Oh man, he in that conspiracy." Man, you better open your eyes. You don't see it.
Nah, man, the price they already talking about. People are starting to, and the reason why they doing it, because again, you can't if it okay, and I tell everybody that's just like with life. That's like what you own your house. That's like if you own your car,
Yeah,
whatever, right? So if you're owning your house and something goes wrong with your plumbing, you call the plumbing man.
right.
If you rent your house, you complain about the plumbing, and then the person that owns the house don't want to hear you complaining. That's how it is in life. They own the shit, we're renting the shit, and we're complaining. They don't want to hear no complaining, because other than that, they're saying if you're gonna complain enough, go own your own shit. It's
Yeah,
just it's just I mean, like, why are we bothering them and making them like us? The more it's like almost like a person that when you're trying to get their attention and they don't really fuck with you, what do they usually do? They gonna fuck with you back, but it ain't gonna be the way you think. It's gonna be any kind of way I want, because I know you want to fuck with me. I don't go looking for you. You go looking for me. When I don't give you the money that I set out, you know how I'm always. If I say, you say, man, look, man, you gonna give me that $1,000? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, bro. When you gonna give it to me? I'm gonna give it to you soon. Well, when? Well, in like 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks go by, you call me, bro. I thought you said you was gonna give me the money. Bro, I'm not looking for you, but you know what? I'm gonna throw you a bone and give you some right now. I know that one, you're gonna complain, but the first time I lied to you, you should have stopped listening to me.
yeah.
That's just how the world works. If you stop it, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can you keep believing somebody that taught your family in history to believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny?
You know what? And I'm gonna say this. All right. So I was a young man, right? And I
Mhm.
walked out. This real talk, real story. Man, do you know how they used to pull them switches from the church tree? And your
Oh
mama might
yeah,
have
yeah,
that belt in her
yeah,
purse.
yeah. Make
So,
make sure you got to pull the skin back too. Got to
oh
take the skin.
and I want it to be clean, right? So
Yeah.
this is how I was raised, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen. One thing I'm gonna say this and then go there.
Yeah.
My mama taught me how to respect. My daddy taught me how to respect the elders. Back in the day, you get popped in the motherfucking mouth or
Yeah.
she'll try to beat the black off you.
Yeah.
Literally try to get the
Yeah.
black off of you. And then the
Yeah.
first time she said that, I say, all right, boy, you gonna make she used the old school used to have these sayings to make you think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she just said she gonna beat the black off me. And then the next week she'll say, I'm gonna knock you into next week.
Next week.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that, man. It's the
Yeah.
fear that our parents raised us to. You're gonna respect. That's the same thing, the same tricks. Cause a lot of them people been around for a long time and they say, damn, how did them almost activists, almost entrepreneurs at our age, how did they get so strong? We gotta put something else out there. So that's gonna be another story. My mama in
Mm-hmm.
church, I always asked her when we walked out the church, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I said, Ma, I turned around and I looked back And she just hold it, and she was in the choir and all that. That's all good. But I asked my mom, I said, "Mom, I'm not understanding. Everybody's happy, and I just seen these people struggle through the week. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
I seen our people struggle through the week, but they go there like they ain't got no problem. Okay, you're in a whole different world. Hopefully, with all that praise dancing and everything else that's going on, and you're looking up at the sky and all that, I said, man, I hope life get better. But since I was a little dude, all the way to my like junior high, almost high school, I never seen a change other than us financially getting out the situation. But I never seen our community change, right?
Right.
And I never really seen, we had some grocery stores, quote unquote, with black management and all that. So I never really seen uh this new world when I got out my situation until I got
Mm-hmm.
out my situation. Because at the end of the day, how they gentrify all our
Mm-hmm.
communities, we can't even put up a rec center.
I know.
We all spread it out. And I used to say, damn, man, we going to church and they and the pastor talking about this, and it scared the shit out of me before I leave, and I go back up there and say my prayers and make sure I wake up and go to heaven. But why is our hood like that? At a young age, I asked my mama that. Mom, I don't understand it. I think I
Yeah.
was probably about 10 years old, 11 years old.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
I'm
And I
not
mean,
understanding it. She said, baby, just believe. Right? So, like, as of recent, a couple of years back, all blacks used to vote Democrat. What you giving them that card for? Why you make them feel like we all still sleep, still, quote unquote, I ain't gonna say nothing against churchgoers. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Whatever,
you're
get your
right.
life
You're
right.
absolutely right. Oh yeah,
Huh?
you're right. I said, no, you're right. We
Why
couldn't
it
go there
seem
on
like
that one.
everybody
You're right.
still singing these hymns? He gave
Right.
you all the true tools down here, but you steady
Yeah. And
looking
then
up.
and a lot of people don't even know back then the slave hymns was a representation of when the slaves was trying to get free. You know what I'm saying? You know, wave in the water. You know what I'm saying? God
Yeah,
gonna, you know what I'm saying? Trouble the water. That was for the slaves to know when it was time for them, when they would by rivers and they go through the water, they would sing it out there. Because remember, they couldn't talk, but they could
yeah,
sing. So that's
yeah,
why I said people gotta realize a lot of things is put in place again. If we were equal, if they said we were equal, that means regardless of what anybody think of us, if we had a bill for a hate crime for blacks, just give us that alone will help us, because then we wouldn't have to feel like we got to run. Then we wouldn't have to feel like we got to cuss you out, because I don't have to talk to you. But when they're doing that and they're steady killing these babies and they're blaming it on the guns and they're blaming it on everything else, if everything else is a problem and the law is what we go by, just apply the law and then blame us then. But you can't blame us now. Imagine all these years we going, and as blacks, we progressing, moving up, and there's no bill to protect us if we get killed. Everybody else got one. You talking about all these years that something ain't right. If we're steady moving up, we're the highest in the community as far as buying retail. We're the number one producer and consumer retail. And we're all this, but think about it. The only person we got is God on us, because we don't have the law that says if you put your hands on me and you, our family can sue for real. Not go to trial, not pick which one it was, what attempted murder. You could just put it under hate crime and it'll fall under, you can't kill a motherfucker. It's a hate crime. You ain't had no reason to kill him. He didn't do nothing to you.
and you know what? You said all that, but then I want to elaborate on the Constitution don't belong to us.
I
So
know that.
a lot of things that we feel like only thing they got to do. That's what I'm saying. Only thing they got to do is treat us like humans. But first of all, we got to look at ourselves as a brother and be like, man, I respect you, brother. Ain't nobody gonna respect us until we respect ourselves
That's
as a
right.
whole. And
That's
then I'm
right.
gonna tell you this: don't think they haven't talked about it behind them goddamn
Oh,
phones.
without a doubt. Without
Yeah,
a doubt.
don't think they ain't talked about it, because at the end of the day, it's called Sambos. You have a lot of people that's over these activist organizations, and only thing when they get big, they say, hey man, if you sell your people out, or only come out on high profile cases is what I see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They should be
Yeah.
in every hood killing if they really
Right.
cared about us and they want to have that title like spokesman. I hate when them white folks give a title. I'm gonna say the white folks, or should I say the government, or the people in power, however you want to get it, and give it to somebody who don't hold no weight.
Right. But
Just
see the
because
problem.
I don't want no civil rights movement. We should overcome person talking for me because time has changed. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, time. Well, and think about it. During that whole time too, time was changing, and though they put those, like I said, if anybody interested, go up and look up the real history of Parent Parenthood. It'll tell you straight up. The woman made a speech at a
Yeah,
KKK rally, and
yeah.
she said, if the blacks start asking questions, it won't change. We will put the religious leaders in there. So therefore, because they can speak to them, and black folk like religion. That's what it said. I didn't make it up. That's what she said. So a lot of stuff that we allow them to do. Again, I don't know, and no disrespect, I don't know one white person, even from my granddaddy all the way up and great grand. I don't know one white person that ever elevated a black man to be successful. I don't know why. I've seen them raise them up to get money off of them and then get rid of them. I mean, think about it. We got to be special. They've been paying for us since we got here. So something, we don't pay for them. So something got to be special. So we got to start on, and which is sad to say that, but at the end of the day, man, we've been worth something. But the sad part, we can't self-identify and have self-worth for each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to salute you because at the end of the day, you could have lost your mind like I could have. And people don't realize, man, it's sad that we didn't got so numb to what race, what people profile us for, because at the end of the day, man, people like, I tell some people, they were like, no, that's not real. I'm like, man, you couldn't even imagine. He was like, man, well, how did you feel? Man, I don't feel nothing no more. That's why I'm tired of not feeling nothing. I should be able to feel something. And the more and more I get into it, I feel numb because I hear these kids, man, and you talking about all these entertainers, and it's sad, and these record companies that allowing these kids with all this money to go to prison. You telling me you couldn't tell, if it's the money that they wanted, you telling me you couldn't tell them, if you keep doing that, I'm going to take your money from you.
Mm-hmm.
Something ain't right. And then even the record companies, they're not for us, dog. They're not for us. They just, again, you cannot think, and I tell people, if you don't put your own money up and own you just a supervisor to your life. You're a supervisor, my nigga. You don't own you. You have no part in what you do. Eventually, you can talk all you want to, like Puff and them, but eventually, whoever owns you, going to give you the final word. They're going to allow you to say what you can and can't do. That's why Oprah and them can't do it. That just tell you that ain't their money, that ain't their mind, that they don't think for themselves.
And you know what? This is what we can talk about all that, right? At the end of the
Yeah,
day, talking about it without correction is a waste of breath. And I always
that's
felt
a
like I
fact.
had $1 million voice. So let me say this: why we on this platform and trying to reach so many people. Everybody understand the problems. Everybody understand what's going on in our community. So
Right.
they need a helping hand to try to get together and try to analyze this. Start with your family. Start with your family
That's
and
right.
watch how many family members are still slaves, right? So if your family members understanding what your struggle is and understand how you overcame it and how you came out and became a better man, we're a living witness. So at the end of the day, when I say time is running out, it's because some of the family members think it's a goddamn game, and then when the shit hit the fan, they think they're gonna come to my house and I'm a savior.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or a lot of people that's weak in the game and still want to party like it's 1999, right? Party like it's
Right.
1999 when the gas going so goddamn high, and you can't, man. Look, gas is almost $4.50 down here. I remember growing up, it was 98 cents a gallon, and old school people will remember when it was cheaper. So what the hell happened?
Yeah,
What the
it's
hell
crazy.
happened? So,
I tell you right now, I'm over here closer to the West Coast. I'm over here closer to Seattle. I'm about to move to the South. But let me tell you something. Gas out here, like $5.80, $6. You know what I'm saying?
so
You go
y'all
to
make more
Seattle.
money than us.
Man, shit, I don't care. The gas that you put in your car is the same gas I put in my shit.
But
That's what I'm
I'm just
saying.
saying, ain't y'all
Yeah.
closer to the? I'm saying y'all closer to the ports down there, right?
Yeah, but I'm just black and slow, my nigga. I use the same gas you got. Why is my gas higher than your gas? And we all got the same gas. That's what I'm saying. We need to get back to. We need some black gas stations so a nigga know how much gas is. So I
Get some
don't want
all you
again.
accounts.
Like I said, if you're dealing with people and you ain't got shit, all we can do is complain. We renting. So you go to the gas station. Niggas say, man, the gas hot. Man, what a nigga with the money at to get a gas station, man? Somebody get a gas station, right? We shouldn't keep on, because think about this. At any given time, if the majority don't look like us, and because people don't understand this, the law, because it's a private establishment, they do not have to sell to you. Don't never forget that. So you can call it what you want to, but if they decide, if some shit hit the fan and they feel like they want the Den profile, they have every right. We can't say shit. We don't own shit. Again, you got to own something, man. If you don't own shit else, pay the little $125, $150, come up with get your child to name a name of some shit that you think they might like, and then go fill the paperwork out. At least, if anything, you're going to pay taxes. Don't pay taxes to the white man when you're already giving them tax. At least pay taxes on something that is your shit. I'll pay the other taxes, but at least at the end of the year, I know I'm paying taxes on me too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's
but
just,
you know what? At the end of the day, everybody in society, in case you the 1%, ain't never gonna own their own shit. Well, they own their own house, but they still pay property tax
that's right.
on the land, right?
That's
So you
right.
ask yourself, it's almost like a monopoly. When is this game gonna end? Because I know, as a brother, I don't get no help, partner. So I'm trying to think about this. This is why I'm saying we can't worry about that game. That game is set to keep us down and make
Yeah.
everybody on top of us. And we seem so slow, a lot of us, not
Mm-hmm.
all of us, seem so slow, we still giving it to the system. Yeah, we spend the most money. That makes us dumb because we don't own nothing. We own that
Exactly.
jury around our neck, nice car, but you still got to go to the Iranians and get that gas. You still got to go to them folks to get your groceries because
Exactly.
half of these youngsters don't even know how to change a tire, man.
That's a
They're not
fact.
the same youngsters how we was growing up. Remember?
Right.
They on
Right.
demon time.
Yeah.
Demons don't change no tires. They don't work on no goddamn cars. They can't keep themselves a job because everything is kill your own race, smash your own race.
Yeah.
Talk about your own race. People don't even have to
Yeah.
talk about us no more.
No, they don't get. That's why I told somebody the other day. I don't know where they coming from with all these white. Man, shit. Man, I ain't thinking nothing. The white people ain't thinking shit about me. It's like when we go over there, just imagine like in New York, man, you walk down the street. I was telling somebody, you walk down the street and somebody say, hey, what's up? You walk past them, they walk behind you and shoot you in your head, man. Like, these are kids and they don't realize they're taking them away from us. And again, if the drill rap is what it is, then hey man, you got to go. I would feel like you personally got to go through certain type of paperwork in order for you to be accountable for something, dog. Yeah, again, you can't get on there and make millions of dollars rapping about going to somebody's house and shooting them up. Like, and then nobody else do it. Like I said, they don't have rock and roll beefs. Ain't nobody pulling up at no rock and roll house, dropping no addy. Ain't none of that shit. And I'm just like, why is it that you can have Kiss, you can have all them Def Leppard, all them of us go on tour and get a bunch of bread anytime they want, but we can't keep R&B groups and rap groups together. Like, I don't get that. I don't get none of that. I just don't understand why are we if everybody else is in competition with us, why in the hell that's too much. If we in competition with everybody else and then we in competition with ourselves, well damn, we'll never get ahead because we too much worried about what we doing. You know, remember now, our motivation back in the days of the old folks was the old saying, keeping up with the Joneses. That didn't mean you had to do what they did. That means you had to try to be better than everybody else. Somebody get out in the morning, cut the grass. Next thing you know, everybody on the block cutting the grass. Somebody set the precedence. We don't got that no more. And we got to get that back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my granddaddy.
Hey, it's not gonna happen overnight.
No.
When you say it like that, get back to what it was. You know, all right, say for instance, you ever been in a relationship and your girl tell you, you probably been with her about 5 years, right? And they like, I don't like you now. I like who you was when I met you. Why you change? Life brings about a change of maturity. And then some people will lose they thought they was gonna be together forever. Boyfriend, girlfriend, your high school sweetheart, all that. Oh, it's just the best love. But things change. I look at life right now. All my people that the same shade ain't on the same page, right? And then those who might be elevated with book smart, they scared of the street guys who got their life together, because at the end of the day, we always in competition with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to what you said about keeping up with the Joneses, right? It's not about the Joneses. It seems like we always trying to outshine for material things, right?
Correct.
And then what they say, oh, the game is not to be told, it's to be sold.
Yeah.
That sounds good when we was coming up, because everybody had their own game. But after so long, and then right now, where everybody needs to be on the same page, but lanes stay down there, because it's so easy to watch a lane try to get the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they perpetrate the fraud. You remember them niggas used to come to the hood and they act like they was gangster to somebody winning their motherfucking mouth? Real talk, right?
Yeah, no, that's for real. It's for real. That's why I said I don't even see how, when these kids talking about suck this and that, man, boy, we was from down, mama black out on you, man. You can't just that's why I stay to myself. And I tell everybody this, Slugger. I got a saying, and my cousin gave it to me a while ago. I said, man, it's the coldest shit I ever heard. He said, cuz, tell him like this: you don't distance yourself, you listen to yourself. Two different meanings. And I learned I'm not distancing myself. I'm starting to listen to myself. And that's what me and you and everybody else need to start doing. You're not distancing yourself, but if you get back further enough and you can't talk to people around you, you start talking to yourself. And then you start asking yourself the questions. Then you start looking, because you got to remember, man, you got to study to show yourself approved, dog. You got to understand. And you can't believe what everybody say. And that's in anything in life. I tell everybody, I done got to the point, if you look at it like this, 99% of the shit that's going on in the world is fake. So that means you got to prove me if it's real or not. Because right now, I don't believe it. You can't. You told me about it. Somebody take medicine, which I did. Somebody take a shot, that everything was gonna go away. That still ain't it. Now you're telling me the outbreak coming back, and now I got to take something else, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm taking. But we're all equal. But you won't pass a bill. We don't have the same DNA. But you're going to give me some shit that's universal, dog. This ain't like socks, dog. This shit go in my body. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the outcome is. I don't know what it's going to do to my kids. Every question I'm asking, like a child, hey, daddy, would this hurt? Is it going to make me feel sick? And if you can't give me a simple answer, bro, I'm not believing shit you say. You can call me whatever you want to call me. They're going to talk about you if you're doing good, and they're going to talk about you doing bad. Like when you said that, don't get that man no shine. Because I told y'all, hate makes you great. So when they hate, that means you're becoming great. So you got to make more room to hate to make yourself great. So when they talking, if they ain't talking about it, I mean, you know that back in the day, if they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, and you know what? Them games are over with. Like shit, I'm almost 50 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm moving different. I really don't care. Look, if what makes somebody conversation about another man who never met this individual be the Bible. When I say the Bible, It's more like when I say, okay, this dude say I got AIDS. This dude say I work in mechanics. Oh, that's fun and game, kid. We gonna grow up. So at the end of the day, if his group or friends are buying into that, they missing out on opportunity to meeting a real nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
that's what you call a real individual over there, y'all stay over there. Because y'all don't see the signs. Real individuals don't act like that. You know
No.
what I'm
And
saying? Or did you not were you not raised up around your daddy? Have
yeah,
you
and
not
then
seen a real man? I'm gonna tell you this.
yeah.
When I was young, man, my daddy say, man, look, you ain't gonna sit in this house all day. We're gonna cut some grass.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? All my homeboys shooting ball and all that. You know what I'm saying? He said, you gonna have enough time in the daylight to come back and play. Let me show you what it is to be a man. I gotta show you before I start accusing you like nobody ever taught you. And then
That,
you represent me when you go somewhere else and you grow up. So I don't want nobody to think that I didn't raise my child right. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So let me
Yeah.
show you the way. And when you become a teenager or a man of your own, that's on you. But people
Right.
see me working with you while you grow up. So I'm putting this in you. You know what I'm saying? So I stand to say this, man. A lot of people are it's crazy because you really can't tell the difference from a real man can understand this when I'm about to say this. You don't understand who's really in the closet no more until they start
Yeah.
opening their mouth and
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
betraying. Like that ain't no real man conversation. Boom, red flag. That's how I rock, man. All my homeboys be
Yeah.
solid. And
Man,
if
I
you
tell
ain't solid, I'm not fucking with you, man.
they,
I don't
man,
have to fuck with you.
no, and they even tell you, dog. Like even a lot of them, like Benny, one of my favorite rappers, said he said I can tell. He said I can tell what type of nigga you are by the company you keep,
Yeah.
by how the company you keep, by how your handshake feel, and how comfortable you speak. I can tell a lot about a nigga like that. His company he keep, how his handshake feel, and how comfortable he speak. That's what I'm saying. See, it's a blueprint for the game. And
Yeah.
if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. I don't want to compromise with you. I'm not trying to learn what you know because I'm old. I done got here for a reason.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if I stand on what I believe in, then I can be able to know that other people know that's his character. I'm not in acting mode. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me. I'm like that. I'm like this all day. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna take care of my family. I'm gonna be a father, a husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help whoever I can help. And sometimes it be people don't realize, man. And this is for people that don't realize everybody and the people that it's hard for us as men because well as I know and Charleston and Dewberry, man, we don't want to be on here, man. We don't got we would rather do something else. But see, God got a bigger plan. We know that. And much as we go home and lay down and y'all don't see it and be mentally drained and be crying, we hear people call all day and they got problems and we have to solve them. Then we get off of it. We got to take care of our family. Then we got to be able to have time for them. So it's a lot of things that we know time ain't on our side. I tell people you can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. So we're trying to do all this and we feel like we're playing catch up. But the more we play catch up, it's like, okay, I done brought all these people, but now I got to run further back to go get the other ones. And that's what, like you say, everybody ain't on the same page. And all we saying is one day, if it's been like this for a while, and like I tell everybody, how the hell can we, like you said, we got to be something wrong with us. We walk around proud. We don't think that, but we do when we scream. They've been doing this to us for 400 years. I wouldn't want to tell. That's like telling somebody they've been whooping your family ass
And you know
every
what? To
person.
be honest with you, some literature I found out ain't been 400 years. That was a lie.
Well, we know that. We
Yeah,
know that.
yeah. And you know what? This is how I see our brothers, right? The ones that's out of our generation that's been through some shit or haven't been through some shit, but things in their life, right? It's
Yeah.
all about the characteristics. How you carry yourself on a day-to-day basis, not on the internet, because the internet is quote unquote, you really don't know these people's lives. You know what?
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
say, man, you know what I was
this
thinking? Man, I went to Mars. Goddamn me, man, Mars was lit. It was lit. All the excitement, all bullshit.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Or
yeah,
I was in the joint, I was knocking them niggas out, but nobody
right,
knows you. What
yeah.
unit were you on? I was always been a reputable. Who told you that? You told
Who
yourself
told
that
you that?
looking in the mirror? Like,
Mm-hmm.
all our past is justified and certified through other
Yeah,
people, period,
yeah,
that know us from real life. I ain't talking about just seeing me and then
yeah.
you
No,
know,
they
we
know,
all old. So at the end of the day,
man.
you know the real when you see the real
Mm-hmm.
again. Not that
Mm-hmm.
I was once a college homeboy. You remember we was up, we old. So at the end of the day, it's like, have you ever been to war with me? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Have you ever been on the front line with me?
That's
That's who
right.
I remember.
That's right.
And then as I get older, some of them names are fading out because that's my old life. I'm thinking
Right.
about everything I have accomplished since I've been out 22 years. And that's
Yeah.
staying away from suckers. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Staying away from crash dummies, man.
That's
Because
right.
it been a lot of incidents that I was in that could have got me some more goddamn time. But I had
Yeah.
to think about it and say, oh
Yeah.
man, what you doing? Or my wife had to say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like the extra voice. Because you know
Mm-hmm.
how we go in our zone when it's on,
Yeah. When we
on
shut when
like
we
Donkey
shut down,
Kong.
all emotions shut down. We ain't nobody trying to hear what nobody's saying. You can tell me 1,000 times, bro. I hear you, but hey, I gotta get ready to go. I gotta handle this real fast, and
Yeah.
it's whatever. And that's what, like you say, as time get over, we had to learn because back then we was taught, man, no, it's zero tolerance for disrespect, dog. I don't bother.
Disrespect, none. Look, man, I go, hey, whatever it is. If you know, we were really thinking because we was young niggas, and we was like, damn, I could. We weren't never thinking. I never thought I'd get caught. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
know who go out there
yeah.
thinking. I thought I was slicker than
Yeah,
a
I
can of
was I was
Henry.
one of them dumb niggas too. I got caught up back back in '04 trafficking and shit. I was like, and then I'm telling them I'm on the news. They like, man, this shit bad. I'm like, man, ain't nothing but a bunch of bowls of weed. They like, no, my nigga, like you can't do that in real life. I was like, well, damn, I've been getting all this money and this, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
hey, the reality was a motherfucker. And then I had to go through that, and then they treated me like I wasn't shit, and I was like, it's the worst feeling. I'm sitting here like, damn, my mom, you know, God bless, dead. My mom was going through cancer at the time. And I got put out on bond. And the only thing I asked was just one favor, just let me be out till she passed away. And then she did. And, you know, I had to go turn myself in. Like a lot of people don't know that. But at that time, you know, listening to Jeezy and listening to all these people, I'm like, shit, man, I'm living this life. And you really portray trying to live that life, and you realize, man, that shit ain't real, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing real about no motherfucking going to jail. And I tell all these young boys, man, don't glorify that, man, because you got to remember, you're going to get old one day, and one day somebody's going to pull that resume that you're going to really want nobody to know about as far as, you know, the life you went through. So take all those in consideration, man, because we don't look ahead past the future. We don't look 5 years ahead with a plan. We don't look for nothing. All we look for is something to be able to do at the time, what feels good. And I tell people, there's emotion and there's logic. I go off logic, dog.
hey,
Leave emotion on.
I probably look, man. I'm gonna run off real quick. I
Yeah,
didn't want
me
to
too, man.
too much
I got
time
to go
because I
do
know I was
something.
breaking, but I'm gonna get back on Lord's will tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my
Just
intention.
just uh just hit me up. Tag me in the inside, and then I got you.
Okay, 100, man. Stay up, man.
All right,
Appreciate
salute,
everybody
man.
jumping in the chat. We're gonna ride again tonight if Lord permits.
Already,
100.
man.
Yeah, y'all
One.
like, subscribe, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? So we can keep the message going. Holla.